Very nice greetings to all. During the last session, we have discussed some standard probability distributions such as Bernoulli, binomial, and also the Poisson. So, towards the quick recap of the same, I would like to say that experiment, then sample space, then a random variable. Random variable is a real valued function defined on the sample space. Then there are basically two types of random variables as discrete and continuous. A discrete random variable takes either finite or countably infinite number of values, whereas a continuous type of random variable takes uncountable number of values. Every finite set is countable, whereas every uncountable set is infinite. Then there are so many standard probability distributions in both the categories, discrete as well as continuous. There are special properties in regard to discrete random variable. The probability mass function is given by this notation. Probability that the capital X, that is random variable capital X, takes particular value small x is given by this some formula. There will be 1, 2 or 3 parameters. Parameters are those quantities which remain constant throughout a particular discussion. But in another situation, their value may change. We have seen binomial. In case of binomial, there are two random variables n and p. Mean of binomial is n into p. Variance of binomial distribution is n into p into q. Then we have also seen to find the expected or the average value of some function of the random variable, we are taking summation over all possible values of x and inside g of x into corresponding probability. This is the formula. That means that if you want to find a mean value of x, then that is simply summation x into corresponding probabilities. If we want to find expected of x square, that will be summation over x square into corresponding probabilities, like that. Then variance of x is equal to, original formula is expected value of x minus expected value of x whole to the power 2, and after simplification it gets to expected value of x square minus square of the expected value. As such, we have seen for binomial, then we have seen Poisson distribution also. In case of binomial, the formula is ncx p to the power x into q to the power n minus x, where x is equal to 0, 1, 2 until n. P is strictly between 0 and 1 because P is probability of success, that is probability of an outcome is always strictly between 0 and 1. Q is equal to 1 minus P. Notation x follows binomial with n and p. These are the two parameters. Similarly, we have seen Poisson. Poisson has only one parameter, lambda or mu, and its probability mass function is given by e to the power minus lambda, lambda to the power x upon x factorial, where x is from 0, 1, 2, and so on, and lambda any positive real number. We have seen that the mean as well as the variance of Poisson random variable is equal to the parameter lambda itself. So many things have been discussed till now, and now we are in a position to go for this is continuous random variable. So I have already told that if a random variable is taking uncountable number of values, means those are not countable, means those elements taken by the random variable cannot be expressed by separating commas. Those has to be expressed as intervals. So you know that you can pick any interval on the real line that is going to be a continuous one. It contains infinite. Yes, of course, it contains uncountable number of values and definitely infinite. Now, what is going to be the notation for this? The probability law. If capital F is a continuous type of a random variable, then the probability law is called as a probability density function, and is denoted as small f of x. X is a random variable. So it satisfies two important properties. As in case of the probability mass function, in case of discrete type of random variable. The first property is that small f of x is greater than or equal to 0 for any real value of x. And the second property is integration over f of x over the entire line, or you can alternatively say from minus infinity to plus infinity, f of x into dx, this is exactly equal to 1. These are two important properties. If these properties are satisfied by a function small f of x, then that can be treated as a probability density function. That is, it is the probability of a continuous type of random variable. Then the next question is how to find an expected value of some function of x, and it is integration minus infinity to plus infinity g of x into f of expected value of x, then it is integration minus infinity to plus infinity x into f of x into dx. Then expected value of x square, then integration minus infinity to plus infinity x square into f of x into dx, like that. So you can understand in this way we go. And there is another concept regarding to probability distributions that is valid in case of discrete as well as continuous also, and let me call it as a distribution function. And that is denoted by capital F, and inside there is x, and the formula probability that the random variable takes value less than or equal to x. So in case of a discrete random variable, you have to go on adding the probabilities. And in case of continuous random variable, the formula is integration minus infinity to x into inside f of x into dx. But see, I will be writing f of t into dt, because see, even if I write integration minus infinity to x f of x into dx, there will be 3x, but the x in the upper limit of the integration is going to be different than the remaining 2x. So I have to avoid the confusion, I am writing inside the integration as f of t into dt. Okay. So as such, we are going to discuss some distributions, and okay, then okay, before that, this is one problem, so why not we can continue, and let us continue with if x is a random variable which is a Poisson distribution such that probability that x equal to 1 equal to probability that x equal to 2, then the mean of the distribution is, now we know here, suppose x follows a Poisson distribution with parameter lambda. Value of lambda is unknown. The probability mass function of x is probability that capital X takes particular value small x is equal to e to the power minus lambda, lambda to the power x into x factorial, and here x equal to 0, 1, 2 like that, okay, until infinity, and lambda is greater than 0. Okay, so what is the information additionally given to us? Probability that x takes value 1 is exactly same as probability that x takes value 2, and therefore this is e to the power minus lambda. X is equal to 1 is here in this range, so we can apply this formula, e to the power minus lambda, lambda to the power 1 upon 1 factorial, and that is equal to probability that x equal to 2, that is e to the power minus lambda into lambda to the power 2 upon 2 factorial, and e to the power minus lambda cancels, and we can see that lambda equal to 2. So simple. So thus that's all. And further, we have identified the parameter of this Poisson distribution, and we already know that the mean itself is the parameter, and thus we can say that the mean of the distribution is 2. Therefore, mean is equal to 2. So as such, this was in between, but now this is, do not worry about this, whatever we are having, normal distribution, etc. But yes, we are going to discuss about normal distribution, but before that, let me discuss with some simple type of distribution which is a part of our syllabus, and that is uniform distribution. Uniform distribution. Again, I have already told you, uniform distribution is in case of discrete also and in case of continuous also. In discrete, that is out of our syllabus, but definitely in case of this continuous, let us see uniform distribution. For continuous random variable, x is said to follow a uniform distribution with parameters a and b if its probability density function is f of x is equal to 1 upon b minus a, and a less than equal to x less than equal to b. and 0 otherwise. This is a style of writing otherwise. Even if you do not write 0 otherwise, we can understand that yes, it is 0 otherwise. Means if you take some different range than the given here, then f of x will be equal to 0. Then the notation is here x follows uniform distribution over A and B. Then we can draw the graph also, and we'll be studying the different properties. Before that, yes, the graph is so simple. This is x-axis and y-axis is somewhere here. So A can be, the only condition is that A is less than B. Both A and B can be negative, both can be positive, or A can be negative and B positive. And suppose this is 1 upon B minus A, then suppose this is the line x equal to A, this is the line x equal to B. So in that, our graph will look like this. So 1 upon B minus A from x is equal to A to x is equal to B. Otherwise it is 0, otherwise 0. So this is the thing you are able to see very much clearly. Okay. Now it is very much clear from the graph itself why it is uniform. So it is always taking value 1 upon B minus A continuously, so it is uniform. Now let us check the two properties. Properties, being a probability density function, it must satisfy two properties. F of x is greater than or equal to 0 for any real value. What is meaning of that? If you consider value of x anything between A to B, then f of x is 1 upon B minus A. And if you consider some x different than the interval A to B, then f of x is 0. So it is very much obvious. And the second property is integration minus infinity to plus infinity. Try to understand. This is very much interesting. So computer IT people or anyone who wants to learn programming and want to become IT professional, you must have solid knowledge of the probability theory. Then you will be really excellent in your work. So you can see either the definition of f of x or you can see graph. So both are complementary to each other. So in this, you can see that f of x has having different values. When x is from minus infinity to 0, f of x is 0. When x is from minus infinity to a, f of x is 0. When x is from a to b, f of x is 1 upon b minus a. And when x is from b to infinity, f of x is equal to 0. So you will really agree quickly. So this is 0 plus 1 upon b minus a, integration of 1 in with respect to x is x from a to b, and again plus 0. So this is equal to 1, b minus a upon b minus a, and this is equal to 1. So as such, I have told you, this is very simple. Uniform distribution is the simplest among all continuous type of probability distribution. So I have taken it first. So we have to, in this syllabus, we have some 3 or 4 continuous, and we'll see the simple properties. We'll see 1 or 2 problems, and we'll stop. Unit 2 will be over, and then we'll switch to unit number 3. Okay. So with this, again, I am going to touch some other aspects of this. Such as how can we write the distribution function. So here for the same, I am going to erase some part here, and I am going to continue with the distribution function, how to identify the distribution function in case of uniform distribution. I have already given you the definition of the distribution function, and the definition is valid for both discrete as well as continuous type of random variables. And here distribution function that is capital F of x. The meaning is the probability that the random variable capital X takes value less than equal to that small x, and it is obtained by the formula integration minus infinity to x f of t into dt. We have seen just now the definition. Now in this case we have to consider different cases. Here case 1 will be our x is anything from minus infinity to a. So it is somewhere here, suppose see, minus infinity a somewhere here. I have written to the left of this. This is the situation. Okay. Now in this case, capital F of x will be equal to integration minus infinity to x, and you can see in this journey x is here. I am writing for a while, and then I am going to erase that also. Completely nothing. You have already seen small f of x is 1 upon b minus a when x from a to b and 0 otherwise. So in the range x from minus infinity to until x, f of x is 0, 0 into dt. So obviously it is 0. Then case 2. In case 2, we are considering that x is somewhere here in between a and b. So consider a is less than equal to x less than b, and for capital F of x in this case. So what we have to do? We have to split into different parts. Integration minus infinity to a. Before that, let me write yes. I have written definition above itself. This integration minus infinity to x f of t into dt. So the first thing, integration minus infinity to a. Then f of t, in that range f of t is 0, 0 into dt, and plus integration from a to x, where x, I hope that you understand, integration from x equal to a to x equal, sorry, to t equal to a to t equal to x. Now what is f of t? F of t is 1 upon b minus a into dt, and we can solve this. This is 0 plus 1 upon b minus a, and integration t from a to x, and answer is x minus a upon b minus a. Case 3. Now our x is here, x is greater than b. So in that case, capital F of x will be again integration minus infinity to a. So this is the first part. F of t is 0, 0 into dt, plus integration a to b. Whenever t is from a to b, f of t is 1 upon b minus a into dt, and plus integration from b to x. X is here, b to x, f of t is equal to 0, 0 into dt. After solving this, 0 plus 1 upon b minus a and t from a to b and plus 0. So this will be equal to b minus a upon b minus a, and that is equal to 1. Thus, I can say the distribution function of this uniform distribution is 0 when x is less than a. It is x minus a upon b minus a when a is less than equal to x less than b, and is equal to 1 when x is greater than equal to b. This is very, very important to understand the concept of distribution function. And there are some properties of this distribution function. Now see, This is probability theory is really fantastic. So your imagination powers is going to increase drastically. So many things have been considered here. You can understand logically, and I have already given you the definition of a discrete and a continuous type of random variable. Now we can define a discrete as well as a continuous type of random variable in perspective of the distribution function also. Actually, I have not discussed some. Definitely, I can consider here one problem. We can construct one problem. Yes, our x number of heads obtained after tossing two unbiased coins simultaneously. Actually, we have solved this, so I'm going to write directly. Then the probability distribution of x is here x and corresponding probabilities. So here we know that when tt value of x is 1. Okay, let me write x is equal to 0, 1 and 2, and here total. And I will again explain the same thing. Total. So the sample space is head head, head tail, tail head, and tail tail. Each outcome is equally likely. Probability of each outcome is 1 by 4. So probability that x takes value is 0, that will happen when tt. So probability is 1 by 4. Then probability that x takes value 1, that will happen when ht or th. So 2 upon 4. And then probability that x equal to 2 means probability that of getting head head, that is 1 by 4, and that is 1. And in this case itself I can write this, the distribution function, no worry at all. Actually here I will draw the graph of probability mass function. See, here is 0, then 1 and 2. So x versus corresponding probabilities. You will understand this in better and better way. So this is 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 2 by 4, 1 by 4, like that. Now x is equal to 0 and the probability is 1 by 4. 1 by 4 is the probability, this much. X is equal to 1, probability is 2 by 4. X equal to 2, probability is 1 by 4, like that. So this is the graph of probability mass function. Now I will be drawing the graph of probability distribution function also, but before that I have to consider. Now there are some properties of this probability distribution function. You will those are applicable in case of discrete as well as continuous type of random variables. See, the distribution function, it is also called as cumulative distribution function. Already we have seen frequency distribution, means class interval and frequencies, like that, in case of data analysis during our first 2-3 lectures. In that there was a concept of less than cumulative frequencies. So this is analogous, this capital F of x is analogous to that. So that was probability distribution, that was frequency distribution, and this is probability distribution. That is the only difference. And capital F of x, that is this cumulative distribution function is defined for any real value of x. So here we are going to, again, capital F of x, definition remains the same, probability, even though it is discrete or continuous, it really doesn't matter. Now the first case, here I am going to define case 1 is that this real number x can be anything from minus infinity but less than 0. See, you can understand. I am saying x is somewhere. This is my case 1. This is case 1. Okay. Now you can understand probability that the random variable takes value less than equal to small x, and small x is something less than 0. There is no value covered which has positive. So here capital F of x is 0. So this is 0. Okay. So keep it in mind, I am not going to write here, and then in table I will write after completion of that. Now next thing is that this x can be 0 or greater than 0, but it should be strictly less than 1. So somewhere here, this is x. This is case 2, case 2. Somewhere. So capital F of x in this case will be equal to, you can understand, what is probability that the random variable takes value less than or equal to small x? Now small x is suppose 1.5. You can say 1.5, 1.9, or sorry. You can say any real number from between 0 and 1. So you can say 0.1 or even 0.999, something like that. So what is the probability that the random variable takes value less than or that, and that is equal to 1 by 4? You will realize that it is 1 by 4. Yes. Then the next thing is case 3. You can consider that value of x 1 or even greater than 1, but strictly less than 2. So this is somewhere here. This is case 3. Then what is probability that the random variable capital X is taking value less than, suppose 1.5. What is probability that the random variable takes value less than or equal to 1.5? So this is 1 by 4 plus 2 by 4, and that is equal to 3 by 4. And case 4, here 2, x can be any real number which is greater than or equal to 2. Or you can say 2 less than equal to x. So anything here, this is the last case. Okay, x is here. So what is the probability? Suppose x is equal to 10. What is probability that the random variable capital X takes value less than equal to 10? So it is 1 by 4 plus 2 by 4 plus 1 by 4, and that is equal to plus here, and that is equal to 1 as such. And here I am writing, see how neatly I am going to write capital. So this is equal to 0 when minus infinity is less than x and x is less than 0. Then it is 1 by 4, 0 less than equal to x less than 1. Then it is 3 by 4, 1 less than equal to x less than 2, 1, x is greater than equal to 2. So this is the way. Now the next thing is I am going to draw the distribution function. So I do not find any space here, but I will be making the space. But before that, let me write. It will be 1 by 4, then 3 by 4, and then 1, like that. Then I am going to draw the graph of the distribution function in this page only, and see how it looks like, and I am going to compare with this in case of continuous uniform distribution, and you will realize the difference, and you have to tell me the alternative definition of a discrete as well as a continuous type of random variable. So here I am going to draw. I have already told this is the graph of distribution function. it is defined for every real x from minus infinity to plus infinity. 0 is somewhere here, 1, 2, something like that. Okay, and this is capital F of x along the y-axis, x versus capital F of x, and this is 1. Actually, I am supposed to draw something. Let me correct it. Oh, okay. So this will be something better. Vishnu video कर दे. Okay, then 0, 1 is I am drawing 1 here and 2 is here. Now see, capital F of x equal to 0. Let me use some another color. Okay. When x is from minus infinity to less 0, small capital F of x is also 0, something like this. And then it's this much distance is 1, no? This is 1. Okay. Then it is 1 by 4. See, it is 1 by 4 from x equal to 0 to anything but x less than 1. Then it is 3 by 4. 3 by 4 will be somewhere here from x is equal to 1 to anything but less than. And from 2 to infinity, it is, you can go as long as possible to the right and here like this. So this is, so do not make any annotation. So this is the graph of the distribution function. So alternative definition of a discrete type of random variable is that if the graph of the distribution function of a random variable is a step function, then it is corresponding to a discrete type of random variable. Remember, this is very important point I am saying here. And then here I want to go for another previous slide. Just wait, I will come back to this. Yes. So again, so here uniform distribution, and what was my suggestion? I am going to draw here the graph of distribution function. I'm not able to erase this now, but definitely if I am going to use some another color and I am going to draw that so that the things will be very much clear. Yes, I will use red color in there for the distribution function. Here. x versus capital F of x. Now, as long as suppose this is x equal to a, this is x equal to b, and use another color. Here we have seen when x is less than a, capital F of x is 0. So until this it is 0. Okay. After that, when x is greater than equal to 1, it is 1. So it is 1. Like this, it continues 1. And in between, it is x minus a upon b minus a, and the graph is like. So this is the graph of distribution function of a continuous type of random variable. We have realized that the graph of the distribution function corresponding to a discrete random variable is continuous in nature. Whereas we have seen in the previous case, here the graph is a step function. It is not continuous. So this is the basic difference. So we can alternatively define a discrete and a continuous probability distribution as if the graph of the distribution function of a random variable is a step function, then it is a discrete random variable. And if the graph of the distribution function of a random variable is continuous, then that is a continuous type of random variable. Okay, so this is what I had to tell with you. Then after uniform, there is exponential distribution also. Yes, I am going to discuss the problems later. Now let me cover another continuous type of distribution, that is exponential distribution. Exponential distribution. Now the definition is a continuous random variable capital X is said to follow an exponential distribution with parameter theta if its probability mass function is given by small f of x equal to 1 upon theta e to the power minus x upon theta and x greater than equal to 0, theta greater than 0. Oh, okay, this is the thing. And you can write 0 otherwise also if you want, otherwise it is not compulsion. Now, definitely you can draw the graph of this function, and the notation is x follows exponential distribution with parameter theta. This is the notation. And in case of the previous uniform distribution, I forgot to obtain mean and variance, so we'll be doing it after we have discussed some details of the exponential distribution probability. Into tomorrow's lecture, we'll be finding the mean and variance of uniform distribution. Similarly, we'll be obtaining mean and variance of exponential distribution. Now, is it really a valued probability density function? So we have to test the properties. We already know that two properties are always satisfied. F of x must be greater than equal to 0 for any real value of x. Now you can see here, yes, I will like to draw the graph of this function also. So x equal to 0. This is the line. Y-axis means x equal to 0, and this is x-axis along f of x axis. Now here theta is the only parameter. Let us consider theta is equal to 1. Then f of x equal to e to the power minus x, x greater than equal to 0. That means the graph will look like here. As long as that formula is applicable, as long as x is greater than equal to 0, that means that whenever x is less than 0, f of x is 0. So until this, it is 0. Okay. And after that, suppose theta equal to 1, means f of x equal to e to the power minus x, put x equal to 0, e to the power minus 0, 1, 1, like that. Then if you put x equal to 1, then it will be e to the power minus 1, means 1 upon e, 1 upon 2.71, it is 0.3, something like that. So it is going decreasing, decreasing, it is coming down, 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 rapidly, rapidly. Then slowly, 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 like this, like this. As x tends to infinity, then e to the power minus infinity, f of x will be equal to 0. So here we can say that x-axis is asymptote. So this is going to be the nature. And see this area of, if we integrate, then this area will be exactly equal to 1. That is the beauty. So this area will be exactly equal to 1. Okay. Then the next thing is that it's, you can see from the graph also, if x is anything less than 0, f of x is 0, and if x is anything greater than 0 and finite, f of x is some positive quantity. So property 1 is satisfied, and property 2 is integration minus infinity to plus infinity, f of x dx must be equal to 1. And let us check it now. Now this is integration minus infinity to 0, 0 into d of x. You can understand. For any x from minus infinity to 0, f of x will be 0, and from 0 to infinity, f of x is 1 upon theta e to the power minus x upon theta into dx. And we have to simplify this. 0 plus 1 upon theta is outside. Then integration e to the power minus x upon theta divided by minus 1 upon theta from 0 to infinity. If you simplify, this will be c 1 upon theta cancels and minus is outside. Then e to the power minus infinity minus e to the power 0. So e to the power minus infinity means 1 upon e to the power infinity, means 1 upon 0, 1 upon infinity. What I told, e to the power minus infinity is 1 upon e to the power infinity. E to the power infinity is infinity. So 1 upon e to the power infinity is 1 upon infinity, that is 0. So this will be minus 0 minus 1, and the answer is equal to 1. Quite easily done. So this is really mathematics, statistics, lovely subjects. The next thing, I'm going to stop as soon as I have finished my 60 minutes. Then the next thing is I have to find out the cumulative distribution function or distribution function of this also. Distribution function. The formula is capital F of x. Capital F of x is equal to probability that the random variable x takes value less than equal to x. Okay. So here, as you see, we have to make different cases. Case 1, you can understand. You can see the graph or the definition of small f of x. So the first case will be x will be anything between minus infinity to 0. So minus infinity less than x and less than 0. You can understand capital F of x is integration from minus infinity to x ft dt, and this is c, integration minus infinity to x small ft into dt. So in this range 0 into dt, and that will be equal to 0. This is case 1. And the second last case will be x is anything from 0 to infinity. So 0 less than equal to x and less than infinity, capital F of x will be equal to integration minus infinity to x small f of t into dt. हे परत लिहायची गरज नव्हती. Okay, I have written, no problem. So integration minus infinity to 0, f of t is 0, and from 0 to x, f of t is 1 upon theta e to the power minus x upon theta into इथं t f of t into dt ना, 1 upon theta e to the power minus t upon theta into dt. We have to solve this. So this is 0 plus 1 upon theta is outside, then this is the integration e to the power minus t upon theta divided by minus 1 upon theta from 0 to x. So 1 upon theta cancels, minus sign is here, e to the power minus x upon theta, and minus e to the power minus 0 upon theta, that is 1, and this is 1 minus e to the power minus x upon theta. And thus we can say here I'm going to guess it is some call. Okay, so this will be equal to 0 when no, case 1 मध्ये काय लिहायला पाहिजे होतं मी, minus infinity less than x and less than 0 असं लिहायला पाहिजे होतं ना. So minus infinity less than x less than 0. So in that case it is 0, and in the second case 0 less than equal to x less than infinity, it is 1 minus e to the power minus x upon theta, this way. And you can definitely draw the graph of this. So the graph will be again you have to consider theta equal to 1, it will be better, and the graph may look like this. This is x versus capital F of x. So this one, and after that, as x is equal to 0, then it is 1 minus e to the power minus 0, 1 minus 1, 0. So it is 0 here. Remember, it is continuous function, and after that, here it will be as x tends to infinity, you will understand capital F of x is 1 minus e to the power minus infinity, it will be 1. So it will go on increasing, and then it will reach 1, and then no, actually it is going to reach in 1 when x tends to infinity, that is going to be there. Okay, so as such, it will be like this, going and will be reaching a f of x is equal to 1 at infinity, and then it will go like this. So this is going to be the nature. This is the graph of distribution function of exponential distribution. Now this exponential distribution is will be understanding this the important property. If we have electronic equipments, the lifetime of an electronic equipment follows exponential distribution. You may have any electronic equipment, maybe laptop, charger, battery, a battery of vehicles also, or a battery of mobile, battery of laptop. So all these are following our exponential distribution. So we'll be discussing those things when we'll be dealing with different problems in relation to exponential and uniform distributions. So still some time is left. I'm going to go back to the mean and variance of continuous distributions. Here we can do it quickly, but okay. I will go for uniform distribution. Uniform. We'll find uniform distribution, and then for this exponential distribution. X follows uniform distribution with parameters a and b. Then we know f of x. F of x is equal to 1 upon b minus a, where a is less than equal to x, less than equal to b. So I had drawn the graph also. So quickly we can have the graph as, suppose this is x equal to a, this is x equal to b, and this graph it will be something like this, 1 upon b minus. Okay. Now, what is the mean expected value of x? So we know in case of continuous integration minus infinity to plus infinity, x into f of x into dx. This is the formula. And this is integration minus infinity to a x into f of x 0 plus integration a to b x f of x is 1 upon b minus a into dx plus integration b to infinity x into 0 into dx. Okay. So this is equal to 0 plus 1 upon b minus a, and integration of x dx is x square by 2 from a to b and plus 0. So this is equal to 1 upon 2 times b minus a, then in the numerator b square minus a square. So this is, we know the factors, b minus a, b plus a, and divided by 2 times b minus a, and the answer is, you can write a plus b or b plus a, it really doesn't matter. This is the mean of uniform distribution, mean of uniform distribution. You can really understand. If the random variable is taking values from a to b, then definitely the mean will be a plus b by 2, a plus b by 2, somewhere here. Uniform distribution मध्ये येणार ना, तुम्ही बघा इथं mean, this will be expected value of x logically. Yes, it will be a plus then b minus a by 2. B minus a by 2. Logically बघा. So this is 2, 2a plus b minus a. So this is a plus b by 2. Very much logical. You must have different visions to see at a particular problem. So you can tackle a problem by 3-4 different ways. Definitely, you will understand the things. So here we have found the mean of uniform distribution. Then the next thing will be, I am going to finding the variance of uniform distribution. Then I am going to stop. We already know the formula of variance of x is equal to expected value of x square minus square of the expected value. We have found expected value of x. Now my endeavor will be find expected value of x square here. So this is integration minus infinity to plus infinity x square into f of x into dx. So this is integration, as you see, minus infinity to 0, x square into 0 into dx. Sorry, minus infinity to a, minus infinity to a. Then integration a to b, x square into, what is f of x? F of x is 1 upon b minus a into dx. Plus integration b to infinity, x square into f of x is 0 into dx. So this is equal to 0 plus 1 upon b minus a into integration of x square is x cubed by 3 from a to b plus 0, and this is equal to 1 upon b minus a, and I can say, yes, I have to attach this 1 upon 3 also here, and it is b cube minus a cube. Okay. Then again we have to write the factors of b cube minus a cube, that is b minus a into b square plus ab plus b plus a square. So these are the two factors divided by 3 times b minus a, and as such this is a square plus ab plus b square divided by 3. Okay. After this, variance of x is equal to expected value of x square minus square of the expected value. So this is a square plus ab plus b square divided by 3 minus here. What is expected value of x? We have seen a plus b by 2. A plus b by 2 to the power 2. Like this. So the LCM is 12. So we have to multiply this with 4. A square plus ab plus b square minus 3 times a square plus 2ab plus b square. So this will be 1 upon 12. Then inside 4a square minus 3 square is a square. Then 4ab minus 6ab, so that is minus 2ab. And plus 4b square minus 3b square is equal to plus b square. So you can see that this is nothing but 1 upon 12 into b minus a to the power 2. Or you can say a minus b to the power 2, but I have purposely written b minus a to the power 2 because b is larger than a. So we have seen if we have uniform distribution in case of continuous, so the formula is f of x is 1 upon b minus a, x changes from a to b. We have the formula, we have the graph here, and the mean is a plus b by 2, whereas variance is b minus a square by 12. So these are the things we have studied. Now we'll have to stop here. Today we have seen so many things. We have studied again we have understood what is the difference between a discrete and a continuous type of random variable. Then we have seen alternative definitions of discrete and continuous random variables. Then we have also seen what is the form of the probability distribution in case of continuous. It is called a PDF, probability density function, which is denoted by small f of x. It satisfies two properties. The first property is that small f of x is always greater than equal to 0 for any real value of x. Second property is integration minus infinity to plus infinity f of x dx is equal to 1. Then we have studied uniform distribution, we have studied exponential distribution. Tomorrow we'll be revising some properties, some formulae on gamma distributions. It will be easier for us to tackle with the integrations. Different integrations will be solved quickly by making use of the properties of the gamma distribution. Then tomorrow we will see the mean and variance of exponential distribution, and after that we will be seeing the boss, the king of all the probability distribution, that is the normal distribution. So let us hope that tomorrow we'll try to finish unit number 2. So it was nice to be with you, and let me now start this first